seatbelt on.
Yeah.
All of these are
Southampton.
$million,
$1 million.
multi-million. They have tennis courts and
$1 million people.
easy.
$1 million people.
Much more
Much more than that.
than $1 million.
$1 million.
On the water?
Yeah.
Right on the water?
Yeah.
See, look at some of these houses.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
All the house like castle size house. මේ ඇමරිකාවේ තියෙන ධනවතුන්ම ජීවත් වන නගරයක් නිව් සවුත්හැම්ප්ටන්. මේ රටේ මිනිස්සු ඉතාමත්ම ලක්ෂෝරි ජීවිත ගත කරන්න, සුඛෝභෝගී ජීවිත ගත කරන පිරිසක් මේ පළාත ජීවත් වෙන්නේ. ඉතින් අපි දැන් මේ පළාත බැලුවොත් ඇට්ලන්ටික් සාගරයට යාබදව තියෙන නගරයක්. මේ සුවිශාල මන්දිර මේ තාප්පෝලින් වට කරලා මේ මිනිස්සු ජීවිත ගත කරන්නේ. මේ ඒගොල්ලොන්ගේ තාප්ප හදලා තියෙන විදිහ මේ ගස් වලින් තමයි තාප්ප නිර්මාණය කරලා තියෙන්නේ. සුවිශාල මන්දිර.
Beautiful street.
Beautiful city.
Beautiful trees.
Beautiful trees.
Look at these trees.
Yeah.
It's a canopy.
Canopy.
Wonderful street.
මේක මේ කැනපියෙන් මේ ආවරණය වෙලා තියෙන උඩ වියන වගේ මේ ගහේ ගස්වල උඩ වියන අවුව වැටෙන්නේ නැහැ පාරට. ඇමරිකාවේ නිව්යෝක් ආබද්ධ තියෙන නිව් හැම්ස්ටන් නගරය. ඉතින් මේ වගේ නගර ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. මේක එකක් විතරයි ඇමරිකාවේ මේ විදිහේ පිරිස ඕන තරම් ජීවත් වෙන නගර තියෙනවා. ඇමරිකාව අපි දන්නවා ඉතින් මුළු ලෝකෙම දියුණු රට. ඒකනොත් අගනුවර වෙළඳ අගනුවර හැටියට සැලකන්නේ නිව්යෝක් නගරය. අපි අද මේ සංචාරය දෙන්නේ නිව්යෝක් නගරේ ධනවතුන් ජීවත් වන ප්‍රදේශ හරහා. මාත් සමග අද මේ එන්නේ අපේ පන්සලේ වාසය කරන මේ උපාසක මහත්මයා. එතකොට මෙතුමා දැන් මේ පැවිදි වෙන්න ලංකාවට යන්න සූදානම් වෙලා ඉන්නේ මහාන වෙන්න. දැන් ළඟදී ලබන මාසෙ වගේ මේ මහත්මයා පැවිදි වෙනවා. ඉතින් ඒ අතර තමයි අපිට මේ විදිහේ උදව් කරන්නේ පන්සලේ වැඩවලට. අපි එහෙම අරගෙන යනවා, මේවා පෙන්නනවා, රටතොට පෙන්නනවා, විස්තර කියනවා. ඉතින් ගොඩක් වටිනවා ඒක අපිට. ඒ වගේ කෙනෙක් ඉන්න එකත් ගොඩක් වටිනවනේ. දැන් මේ බලන්න මේ තියෙන සුවිසල් මැදුරු. මේ ඇමරිකාවේ ප්‍රකෝටිපතිව ජීවත් වෙන නගරයක්. ගස් පවා කෝටි ගණන් වටින ගස් තමයි මේ පළාත්වල තියෙන්නේ. ඒ තෝරලා ප්‍රසිද්ධ වෙළඳාම් කරන ජනතාව ජීවත් වන නගරයක් මේක. කෝටිපතියෝ.
So we'll be back on Montauk Highway,
Okay.
taking the road east toward the end of Long Island.
End of
Montauk.
month. Okay.
Montauk Point, the end of the island.
End of the island.
Yes.
End of the Long Island.
Wanna go?
Yeah, yeah.
To the end of the Long Island?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We'll see. Very nice.
Let's see how far Montauk is.
This may be medical center. Whale Cornell Medicine, New York. Pumpkin.
Yeah.
Very big pumpkin.
Pumpkins for Halloween
Yeah.
coming up.
Hampton Wine Trail.
Thanksgiving. Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin, yeah.
Look at all them pumpkins. You know, the Indians
Yeah.
saved the white man who landed at Pilgrim Rock, and
Yeah.
that first winter the Europeans would have starved to death if it wasn't for the Indians.
Yeah.
The Indians befriended them and taught them how to work the land and fed them that first year, and they had a Thanksgiving.
Uh-huh.
Thereafter, the white man killed the Indians and slaughtered them. Many of them also died from disease
Oh, yeah.
that the white man brought from the old country. But many of them were slaughtered.
Slaughtered.
And that's the history of Native Americans in the United States. We would make a treaty with them, and then we would break the treaty because we wanted their land or their minerals or their oil, or we wanted, just to settle the area after the treaty had been already formed. So the Americans killed them.
American killed them.
They killed them.
Yeah. Slaughtered.
Slaughtered.
How many? Many
Hundreds.
many hundreds.
Hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
It's a horrible history.
Horrible history.
The Native Americans were symbiotic with the land. They only used what they needed. They didn't
Cultivation.
They ate and used almost all of the part of the animal, and they prayed before they killed them.
Bread.
They prayed for the animal.
Yeah.
They did it only to survive,
Survive.
and they used everything. They used the hide. They used the intestines. They used the meat. They used all kinds of things to help them live. They were very, very one with the land and
They
with the
live-
nature.
They live
the
hand to
animals.
mouth. They
And they
live
res-
hand to mouth in
Yes.
this difficult life.
And they respected it. They respected the land. You know, they couldn't comprehend personal private property. They didn't understand this concept that one person could buy land
Mm-hmm.
and call it his or her own
Mm-hmm.
when the land was for everybody. It was,
Yeah.
and it was eternal. It wasn't something that
Yeah.
you could take,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, because when you think about it, all possessions,
Mm-hmm.
you only rent them.
Yeah.
You don't get to keep them.
Yeah.
Because not only are they anicca, but you are anicca. We all are anicca.
Right.
So we don't have anything in perpetuity. Nothing is permanent.
Nothing is permanent.
The Indians didn't understand the crazy white man thinking that they could buy for wampum or dollars land, but they did it.
Mm.
They bought the land and they kept it, the Indians off it. So they weren't able to hunt, they weren't able to gather, they weren't able to have their culture, which was dependent on the land. Without their culture, their society quickly disintegrated. They turned to alcohol provided by the white man, sometimes for the purpose of getting the Indians addicted
Addicted here.
to alcohol.
They automatically addicted.
And many of them.
Many of them.
And a lot of Indians have a gene which makes them completely susceptible to alcoholism. And the white man took advantage of that. So our legacy is bad karma with the Native Americans.
Mm.
Very bad karma.
Yeah. Very bad corner.
Karma.
Mm-hmm. Come.
Karma.
Because they don't understand wholesome and unwholesome acts at that time. Nowadays they are gradually understand.
The white man was, we learned in school, was motivated by the 3 G's: gold, God, and glory. That's
See.
why they became explorers.
Yeah.
They wanted gold. They
God.
did it for God because they wanted to practice their religion,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they were prohibited from doing so in places like England.
Mm-hmm.
And glory,
Glory.
to find new lands and uncover natural resources.
Yeah.
So
Right. Three gold.
the white man has a history.
3 G's.
Yeah, the 3 G's. And that led the white man to have this history, a legacy of slaughtering native peoples all around the world and then subjugating them, just like the Portuguese and the Dutch and the British did in Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
They subjugated them and killed many of them
Kill many of them.
and put them in servant positions
Mm-hmm.
and thought they were higher class.
Yeah.
Acted like they were better because of the color of their skin and their culture.
Right.
But Buddha did just the opposite.
Yeah.
At a time when India had this Varna or caste system, Buddha opened Buddhism up to everyone. And most of the people in the Sangha for the first 30 or 40 years was Shudra.
Shudra.
Shudra class.
Low casted.
The low class.
Yeah.
Many of them were illiterate and they were laborers. And Buddha made no distinction between them and Brahmins. And anyone was able to, including women later on, after Ananda appealed to him on behalf of Gautama's mother.
Yeah. You know beauty. You know everything. History.
I know some.
Yeah.
I have lots of
Good. Yeah, background is should be knowledge. It's very
important.
beneficial.
Yes. So, yeah, I like to say that the first women's liberation movement was when Buddha's mother and Yasodhara
Yasodhara
marched.
and
They
Yasodhara
marched from
march.
Kushinaga
Yeah.
to
Rajagaha. Rajagaha.
where the Buddha was, like over 50 miles.
About 50 miles.
March.
On foot.
On foot.
On foot.
To ask to be accepted in Bikini's order.
Bhikkhuni order.
Yeah, and
Bhikkhuni
that
Sasana.
was the first women's liberation movement.
First woman
It
liberation.
wasn't in the 1970s.
Yeah.
It was 2,600 years ago.
Very liberated. Women liberated movement first in the world.
Yes.
History proved that, no?
Pardon?
The history proven. When we read the books,
Yeah.
this is like White House.
Yeah.
Very
Bank.
colossal building.
It's a bank, Diamond Bank.
Back.
Yeah, it has the pillars though, like the White House. Yeah.
Wiped out, we can't go. We couldn't go, no? We couldn't.
No.
Another
They
time.
do have tours though.
Tourism.
They do have tours of the White House.
No. No tourism.
You saw the picture of Mahathir with Bill Clinton in Queens?
Yeah.
Fantastical.
Yeah.
Look at that horse.
You can look at the made of wood. Made of wood.
Made of wood. Yes. Amazing.
Amazing product. Amazing craftsman. Amazing art.
Yes, it is. So this is Bridgehampton, settled in 1656.
Yeah, 1656 established. Very old city.
This town, yeah. Town of Bridgehampton.
Bridgehampton.
Yeah.
Bridgehampton. අපි දැන් ඉන්න Bridgehampton කියන නගරේ 1856 established 1865 පිහිටවන ලද නගරයක්. 1865 පිහිටවන ලද නගරයක්. Bridgehampton කියන නගරේ. Bridgehampton කියන නගරේ අපි
Candy Kitchen.
Yeah, Candy Kitchen.
Do we have to go there?
Candy
It says
Kitchen.
Candy.
Candy.
We have to go there?
Okay.
Wanna go
While
there?
we are coming back,
I'm coming
sometimes.
back. Coming back.
Yeah, coming sometimes.
So this is the quaint little town of Bridgehampton.
Same as New Southampton.
Similar.
Same,
A little
similar.
further east.
Yeah,
Also lots of money.
lot of money. Many,
Anywhere near the ocean's gonna have lots and lots of money.
many miles within it. Listen.
Most people can't live here.
Yeah. Right. මේ නගරේ
Oh, you
අර
like
විදිහම
Sag
කෝටිපතියෝ ජීවත් වෙන
I'm gonna
නගරේ.
take you to Sag Harbor.
Yeah.
You're gonna like Sag Harbor.
Yes.
It's also a very rich town.
Very rich town.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's quaint.
Wonderful. Very wonderful and beautiful. We have to see these kind of monuments. 1665 පටන් ගත්ත
It could
නගරේ.
be in Sri Lanka, that house.
Sri Lanka also. Sri Lanka.
That house
Very
right
old.
there?
This
It
same
could be in
similar.
Sri Lanka, no?
Similar. In similar architect in Sri Lanka also. Similar architect. මේ නගරවල කෝටිපතියෝ ජීවත් වෙන නගරවල තාප්ප මහා විශාල තාප්ප ගහලා නැහැ. නමුත් ඒගොල්ලෝ සැහැල්ලුවෙන් මේ කාටවත් ඇතුල් වෙන්න බෑ මේ නගරවල පිටායට. ඒ නිසා තමයි මේගොල්ලෝ මේ සැහැල්ලුවෙන් මේ විදිහට මේ ජීවත් වෙන්නේ. බොහොම පැරණි විදිහට. නමුත් ඉතාමත්ම ඉහළ luxury life ගත කරන අය. Luxury life.
Luxury life.
Luxury life.
Yes, it is.
Luxury life. Multi-millionaires.
Yes. Many.
ඇමරිකාව කියන කෝටිපතියෝ ජීවත් වෙන නගරයක්. ඒ නගරත් අතර Bridgehampton.
That was Bridgehampton.
Bridgehampton.
Now we're gonna go to the middle of the island
Oh, yes.
where the town sits on a bay.
Bay.
Yeah, in between the ocean and the Long Island Sound,
Yeah.
there's some bays,
Yeah, there's some bays.
and this is called Sag Harbor.
Sad Harbour.